Hi, Zendin.
Welcome to our 1200 square feet home in Parle, Mumbai. Hi, I'm Poorva.
I'm Soumil. This is a 3 BHK apartment. We stay here with my parents and our 2-year-old. This was basically a jodi flat originally, comprising of a 1 BHK and a 2 BHK. Then it was thoughtfully converted into a spacious 3 BHK.
The entrance of our home. Since the home is inspired by Wada architecture, we have incorporated this baithak and a wooden pillar sourced from Pune. This baithak is multifunctional. You can use it as a sitting to tie your shoes, and it also has a storage beneath it where you can store some essentials that you may need while heading out. If you look at the door, we have incorporated a small window just to collect deliveries and parcels from your without opening door.
The way the living room is structured is that it flows into the dining and then the mandir. We have kept the base of the house very neutral, but also tried to add a pop of colors with the sofa, which is a mustard yellow color and also complements well with the wooden tones. Behind me is a classical Raja Ravi Verma painting print, which also gives a very heritage look to the house. We have also added teakwood bench. It has a detailing of a wooden balusters, which give a traditional element to the overall living room. In the house, we've tried to maintain a balance between sustainability and sentimental value. We have a lot of furniture pieces which date back to generations. Crockery unit is around 60 years old, which was gifted to my mom during her naming ceremony by her mama. And now we have beautifully converted that into a bookshelf, and the silverware on the coffee table is around a century old, which belongs to my mom's grandmother.
This is a small seating nook which is also part of the living area. Because this home falls in the airport zone, there are certain height restrictions for the buildings. So you will notice that the ceiling height of this house is a bit low, but we really wanted a chandelier, and we have incorporated a custom designed chandelier, which is a cluster of lights put together. The wallpaper that you see behind me is from Kalakari Haat. It looks more like it has been hand painted and brings the whole living space together.
So we always knew that we wanted a jhoola in the house. It's a very familiar element in most Maharashtrian houses. The gentle movement while sitting on the jhoola is a natural way to keep the elders in the family active. Jhoola is also reversible, so we face it to the space that we want to when we have friends and family gathering. Jhoola acts as a divider and separates the main living space from the dining area.
This is our dining area. We have kept a simple 6-seater dining table in wood to continue the feeling of warmth. So this is the highlight of the dining area. This is the service window. Whenever sabudana vadas or puris are involved, they should reach the plate before losing their crispiness. This is inspired by the concept of gawaksh in a vada, which is similar to a jhoola. So this is our kitchen. We have a U-shaped kitchen platform which divides the area into cooking and prep, wet area, and the appliances. Kitchen is that area of the house where we have traditional and modern day elements put together. We have a red granite kitchen top counter which gives the traditional look and is also Vastu compliant. We also have pata varvanta here and the brass utensils which we regularly use for cooking. Along with that, we have laminated storage units all throughout the kitchen. To add more functionality, we have this mesh door with pull-out drawers to store onions and potatoes so that it increases their shelf life. This ensures that the counter remains clean. We have concealed the water purifier behind the cabinets, and we get the water from the earthen matka. There's an old Indian belief that drinking water from matka is good for your health and it also has cooling properties.
So this is our master bedroom. This is a place where Poorva and I unwind after a long hectic day. So if you notice, the room is L-shaped and the bed is slightly off-centered. So to give it and create a sense of symmetry, we added a 4-poster bed with a subtle brass detail. The wallpaper here is chosen in a way that it looks like a continuation of the trees from outside, and it also gives a feel of being close to nature. We wanted to add some details to the ceiling of the master bedroom since we don't have it in any of the other areas of the house. We decided to go with soft curves so that it gives a character to the room while keeping it minimal. Over there, we have created a small reading zone. Since there are large windows to the room, there's a lot of natural light that comes in and this becomes like a very good spot for having a morning chai to spend time working. It's a kind of a peaceful comfort zone for us. So the kitchen of the 1 BHK we had repurposed into a walk-in wardrobe. The elements that you see here is this cane looking laminate. We didn't want to use actual cane because it would accumulate dust. The wallpaper over here is again from Birla Opus, which adds a nice detail to the ceiling. The wardrobes are again his and hers, and there's no prizes for guessing which is his and which is hers.
So this is the most calm place in the whole of the house. This was the second entrance and we have converted this into the Mandir as this is in the northeast direction. This partition is created by framing an old Paithani saree. This belongs to my mother-in-law. We wanted to incorporate something that belonged to her in our house. So we have kept the Mandir fairly simple. We have a pull-out tray which we use to offer prasad. We also have a pull-out bench which helps us to sit and meditate while we are praying. A foldable table which we use during festivals for offerings or prasad. So we are in my son's bedroom and we wanted to keep this room quite simple. We don't have any theme. We wanted this room to grow with him. The tiny detail that we have added is this ombre wall and this resembles sunshine. We have this multifunctional crib and I would highly recommend this to any new parents. This converts into a side cot for your bed, into a changing table and also a table and chair. So basically this also grows with your child to different stages. Rest of the room we have kept it quite empty. This is the area where me and my son just read books. I read stories to him. We play and we just love to hang out here.
This is our parents' bedroom. The room is designed to feel more uncomfortable. The furniture layout is kept for easy movement and everything they need within their reach. We also have a queen-size bed here and the height of the bed just slightly higher, which makes sitting down and getting up easy for people of their age. We have added a lot of storage to keep all their belongings, and to add the design element, we have opted for a printed laminate. So what we really like about this home is it is not as a typical Mumbai apartment. It has a certain kind of a warmth which reminds you of older homes.
We have named our home Raga, something that is emotional and timeless, which is what we wanted to feel like when we come back home. In a city like Mumbai where everything moves so fast, Raga is our way of slowing things down. And we were able to achieve this because of Trupti, so big shout out to her.
Thank you, Sendin.
If you enjoyed our home tour, please like, share and subscribe.